Hi, welcome to Off the Tee. I'm your host, Jared Levy. Today we're at the Dubuque Golf and Country Club. We're going to meet with a couple of golf pros and we're going to go over club head control and swing paths. Then we're going to play a few of their signature holes. I'm here with Dave Edwards today, head golf professional at the Dubuque Golf and Country Club. Dave, how's it going?
It's going fabulous. Couldn't have picked a nicer day than this.
It's beautiful. I'm glad to be out here. Tell us about the club here.
Well, Dubuque Golf and Country Club has been established since 1898. It is what I would call a fantastic members golf course from the standpoint that it challenges the better player. At the same time, it doesn't beat up the novice, somebody who's just coming out and playing the first time. It's not terribly long, but the real teeth of the golf course is around the greens, really. They have quite a bit of slope, quite a bit of speed to them, and usually takes some getting used to understand how to putt them.
Okay. And aside from the golf course, because we'll definitely dive into
Sure.
that, what else does the club have to offer for any aspiring members out there?
The amenities at Dubuque Golf and Country Club include, we have an aquatic center, which is pretty brand new. We have full tennis facilities. We have a workout center as well. And the golf course, including full practice facility with target greens, a short game area. So really pretty much everything you would find at most country clubs.
And so how many professionals here offer lessons, and how often do you give them?
One of the outstanding features that we have is we have 4 PGA golf professionals on staff. So we have all 4 of us giving lessons at various times. We have one dedicated instructor who I think we're going to meet a little bit later, and he only teaches. And then we have myself, my assistant, and also our COO is also a PGA golf professional, and he does a little bit of teaching every now and then too, whenever we need him.
Okay. And do you guys do any group lessons, or are they all one-on-one, or are there any different?
We have a variety
events?
of programs, yeah. We have youth lessons, we have a summer junior program, we have PGA Junior League, and then for adults we have women's clinics, we have men's clinics, we have short game clinics, and then obviously individual lessons that we do all the time.
Okay. And let's get back to the course.
Okay.
So it's 18 holes,
Mm-hmm.
and you talked about the greens being challenging, but do you have any favorite holes or any difficult holes? And if they're not your favorite, or maybe something that you hear the members come into the clubhouse and just kind of ache about.
Oh yeah, we have some golf holes that get people's attention, definitely. Number 7 probably is the first one that comes to mind. It's a par 3, about 185, 190 yards from the back tee, and it's just surrounded by trees with a very small target green. So yeah, it's a big challenge, and we hear a lot of conversation about that. We have a long par 5, number 8, which also probably one of my favorite holes. Up along some of the homes, and it's a double dog leg. So you really have to know where your golf ball's going when you're playing that hole.
Okay, yeah, definitely a small green on a long par 3 does not do well for me, so I think I'd be one of those complaining. But tell us a little bit about the history of the clubhouse here.
Well, the clubhouse itself has had a number of renovations, and the most recent major renovation was in '95, but we're in the middle of some renovations right now. Outside, we're putting in a fire pit and a patio area so people can sit outside after their round and enjoy the nice weather that we're certainly having today. And it's going to be massively popular once we get that completed.
Okay, and How long have you been a head golf professional, PGA golf professional?
I have been a PGA golf professional for 30 years. I've been here at Dubuque Golf and Country Club for the last 25. I was over in Illinois for a few years prior to coming here. But yeah, it's been a phenomenal profession, and we really love Dubuque. My whole family has grown up here, and they really enjoy the community.
Okay, and when did you first get into golf?
I started playing when I was about 8 or 9 years old. My dad would take us out to the golf course, but really I didn't start getting serious into the game till I was 13 or 14. We had a membership at a club down in Clinton, Iowa, just south of here.
Okay.
And I would ride my bike out there a couple miles both ways every day and just go play golf all day long. And it was great because I didn't need anybody else to do anything. It was just me and the golf course, and I really enjoyed that a lot. That's where I really, I guess, gained my true love of the sport.
All right, so what are some of the events that you guys have here?
Well, we offer for our members a variety of different ways they can get out on the golf course, including men's league. We have a women's golf association. We do couples events about every other week. We have our summer junior program. We have junior tournaments. Obviously, we have outings of various sorts, some community outings and fundraising type outings, and then the usual tournaments that you'd find at any private club, men's club championship, member guest events, women's events, a lot of different types of and variety of ways that we can get people on the golf course and let them have some fun.
Okay, no, that sounds great. And if someone wanted to become a member, where should they start?
First thing to do would probably be check us out online. Our website is www.dubuquegolf.org. Okay. And they could reach our membership coordinator, who's Jamie Vandermillen, at 563-583-9158.
Thanks for the time today, Dave.
My pleasure.
I'm going to head over to the range now and see if David Huffman can help fix my swing.
I'm sure he can.
I'm here on the range with David Huffman. David, thanks for taking the time.
Hey, it's great. I'm glad you're here. Let's work on the most important skill you can learn as we start this game.
That sounds good.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'll throw this club down. So we're going to put this club head in your hands, and basically we're going to help you feel what your arms and hands do to control the face. So we'll get this in your left hand first. So this bottom edge is going to fit in the bottom joint of your fingers with this hosel sticking out. Okay, so now set up as if we're hitting a golf ball. And you can put your right hand down below. Yeah, fit it in there. Okay, now take a little half backswing as if we're hitting a shot out of the trees, 50, 100 yards down a fairway. And go ahead and swing back and come on down into impact and show me what would be square. There you go. So the faces come around and square. So do that again, repeat it. Terrific, repeat it. Okay, now on the next one, rotate your arms down enough and let's make that face point off to the left.
So we want to
Yes,
point that way.
So at impact, how much extra do your arms have to rotate or turn?
A
There
little
you
bit.
go.
Yep.
Good. Now go back to
Maybe-
straight. Okay, now show me what would be out to the right or the face being open.
That's going to go
Correct. There you go.
almost like a
So
baseball
basically,
looking.
yeah, so basically that's what we're trying to feel. This is how we control the hands. So show me one now. Show me what you would do to come in and hit it low.
So kinda
Correct.
Push that
There you
wrist
go.
forward.
Okay, what would we do to hit it high?
Kind of just
Correct. So
reverse,
swing
yeah.
back and feel it come in. So you're going to feel your hand. So basically, this is a skill set that we would be great to learn right from the beginning. Can you figure out what your arms and hands have to do to control the face? Because we're holding the end of a stick, but that
Yep.
stick is just an attachment. So we want to make our hands move in this fashion on the grip, and we'll be controlling the face on the end of that stick.
Okay, so
So there we go. Okay, now let's put it into play. Let's see what we got. So yep, one more time, straight. Okay, grab your club.
Okay.
Okay, so for our first swings, let's see if we can feel like we make a little half back swing and show me what straight would be. So feel,
So
how did
straight?
your arms and hands, if that face, you're imagining basically that club head is in your, there you go, good. Okay, let's hit a little 100-yard shot. So if this were your 150-yard club, we're going to hit the ball about 2/3 distance, let's say. Perfect. Let's put it on the ball.
This is where it gets real.
Now it's real. That was easy.
Yeah, that looked pretty good. I think we're good here.
I think we're done. That might have been the quickest lesson I've ever had. Okay, now let's test the skill. Okay, so remember that club head was in there and we over-rotated, so that face was closed. So now we're going to see if we can make the same amount of power speed, and let's hit the ball to the left. So we're going to over-rotate, the face will be closed.
So to the left.
There we go.
We're kind of
there we go. Perfect.
rolling that right arm over.
Good. Now from a standpoint of success, that's not as pretty, as well struck and high, but did we accomplish our task, which is feeling how your arms had to work to get the face to be too closed? And you did, right? Okay, now let's do the opposite. Let's feel this swing where we aren't rotating the arm enough and that face came in open. So remember what that one felt like?
Kind of cut through.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
There we go.
There it is.
So you basically right now you're developing your hands at an advanced level. So you're gaining a sense, even though you're holding on to a shaft, of what your arms need to do to control this face.
Yeah, I really liked well, first off, I've never just held that and thought of it that way. So I really liked starting with that before actually swinging the club, you know, and watching what my hands do with it in my hand here when I had this, whether it was bumping the wrist out or pulling it in. No, that's a good, good start for me.
So let's go a few more. So do you remember very well what it felt like to be low? Or would you like the club head one more time?
To be low, I think it was...
Correct. So
basically, where I kind of pushed my left wrist out a little bit.
You're basically
there.
Feeling a little bit of bow, or that's actually supination in a physical, scientific sense. There we go. So hit the same distance swing. Let's see if we can hit it kind of lowish and straight.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it was low, but
it was low.
Contact felt a bit weird there. It does feel a little strange.
There you go. So relative to the first swing that you hit great, that was extremely straight, that ball's probably half the height.
Okay.
So again, you're working potentially as a new golfer or an experienced golfer who's never worked on their ability to control the face. Yeah. And now you're starting to develop some ownership of actually having control over the club face.
Yeah, I mean, in just the first few minutes, that's something that I'm gonna start thinking about in my head now. Okay, what's the face doing that maybe I typically didn't before? Normally, I think I just try and align a certain way, but this actually, you know, if there's an obstacle, I might be able to, you know, give a little hook with the
and you come to this game from tennis, right?
Yep, I'm a tennis guy.
Okay, so in tennis, you're holding on to a handle. We've got a shaft, a throat, and you're controlling face, whether it's for topspin, whether it's for some slice, right? Whether you're driving it flat. So your sense on that tennis handle is totally related to what you're sensing your hand do on the handle to control the head, which would be the same in ping pong. So for you, golf could become a relatively easier game than for other people because of being an advanced tennis player. You've got a sense for what your hand needs to do that would be a little more highly trained or way more highly trained than the typical person.
Yeah, it might help for the transition for sure. I think that definitely helped. No, what else can I take away here?
So this would be the nuts and bolts to develop. And then after we start doing that, then you're trying to blend the correct body movements.
Okay.
So the correct body movements, requiring more turn, a finish, getting path. We've got several variables you want to learn to control in a golf swing. The first one is face control. So that's in essence what we just worked on, how your arms work and control face. The second aspect could be the swing path. So the path works on an arc because we stand to the side of the ball. So swing path can be refined. Okay, so that's a second variable. The third one actually, which requires you to strike a ball solidly on the ground, is the angle the club approaches into the ball.
I think that one becomes an issue sometimes.
And that one's the more difficult one.
You might duff or
exactly.
little things like that.
And that one's harder. So, but swing path, you want to do a second of swing path?
Sure.
Okay, so here's what I want you to feel. Okay, so we've done some hand stuff. You felt that. Let's go with swing path. So our goal now, if I step out in front of you a little bit and you visually look at me,
yep.
So hitting through me would be a neutral or pretty ideal swing path. To the left of me would be leftward, out to in.
Yep.
Okay, swinging to this side of me, your right of me would be in to out. Okay, so let's see how skilled we can be and utilize your tennis background. So let's hit this first one and imagine we're here and you want to start this ball over here to the left.
So
how's your body going to have to move?
Pull the ball this
Correct.
way?
Yep. So we're hitting a cross-court forehand in tennis. How's your body have to move to make that ball start left of ideal?
Well, in tennis, you want to get behind the ball so you get the angle. So I'd assume something different. If I'm going straight, I want to make contact here, but do I
Well, that's correct. So we're going to have to get on that outside edge of the ball. So as you swing back and come down, our body's going to obviously have to move in a fashion that would allow this club to come down and work left.
Okay, so instead of coming
correct
through, I maybe do a more
correct
exaggerated
correct
swing there.
So now we're making your body really react and be creative here.
Okay, well, let's give the leftward.
There you go.
Yeah.
So when would that come into play? That's not ideal. So if your swing is pretty ideal, you as a golfer or as a student wouldn't need to feel that.
Okay.
Me as an instructor helping you, if you had an opposite tendency, your swing were too much the other direction, out to the right, inside out, we might feel this, right, to bring you toward neutral.
Okay.
So it's finding your tendency and where we need to take you to help your golf. Now the second one, where we swing a little bit this way for you with your background, is probably going to feel a little easier.
And that is, I think, sometimes if I do miss hit, that is my tendency to, which maybe most golfers, to hit that slice.
Yep. So see if we can just feel a little bit here, Jared, where you feel as if, how's your body going to move so that your swing is throwing its way out to the right. There you go. That's awesome.
It's kind of like a...
So it's almost like you're throwing a medicine ball. Yeah, that's it. There you go. How does your body move to allow your arms to swing in that direction?
Okay, let's see.
This game could be too easy for you.
It isn't.
There you go.
Yeah.
So then it's blending the two. So Ben Hogan, the famous golfer, was known for going onto the driving range in a tournament and hitting his first shot as far right as possible. Now, he's aiming down the center. He would hit his first shot as far right, his second shot as far left, and then alternately bring them in 10 yards till he found the middle. And then he would warm up the rest of his round hitting down the middle. Well, it's brilliant in its simplicity. He felt this swing that went too much to the right, a swing that went too much to the left, and he gradually honed it until he found pretty much what was neutral. Yeah. So you've just done today 2 different sets of ways to work your mind. One, controlling the face by putting the club head in your hands. A second one by trying to feel how does my body move to make a ball start. So that was path. So you've accomplished 2 incredible tasks today.
Well, thank you. You definitely made it a lot simple. You made a difficult game very simple in some of the instructions, not simple overall, but something simple for me to take away at the driving range. And I definitely plan to put that into practice. Thank you.
Perfect. I enjoyed it. Yeah, that was great. We've made the game out to be rocket science, and it's not. It's still a ball and a bat.
Yep.
And learning how the body can move and what we have to do to apply it. And you were awesome. I enjoyed it.
Thanks. Here we are at the tee box of hole 15. Tell us a little bit about this hole.
Well, this is probably one of our best risk-reward holes. It's a shortish par 4 with a pond in front, as we'll see. Those who hit their tee shots a long ways oftentimes will try and drive the green here, giving themselves a good birdie opportunity. But it's actually very playable, just hitting an iron off the tee, a wedge to the green, and try and get a 4 and get out of here.
I think that's the way I'm going, so
And me too.
I'm following your lead, so
All right,
go
off we
ahead.
go. I like that one.
That looks perfect.
That looks pretty good too.
Yeah, a little bit shorter, but
In the fairway.
not in the bunker. I'll take it. All right, Dave, you said it's about 105 to the hole.
Yeah, this is a whole location here is in the front of the green. Probably not one you want to go at, especially with the bunker there in the front right. So this is one you can throw right in the middle of the green and be happy as a clam.
Yeah, it looks a little bit dangerous there. Water in front and the bunker.
Yep.
I'm just going to try to avoid both of those.
Perfect. Bite. Come back. Good shot. It's
Not
on the
a bunch
green.
of backspin, but I'll
Yep,
take it.
yep.
I'm on the green.
Well done.
That's all I want.
Well done.
So you outdrove me. You've got the muscles. How far out are you?
95 yards here to the flagstick. Again, I'm going to try and hit this a little past the hole. I don't want to mess around with the bunker or the front of the green and the slope down into the water. So I'm going to try and hit this a little by the hole.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, I'm back there with you.
Yep, that was a pro-sized divot there. Okay, it looks like we have some fun putts here.
We do.
Downhill right toward the water, not intimidating at all. Looks downhill and to the right.
A little bit of break to the right. It's one of those putts, it's quicker than you think. So you want to imagine you're going to hit it about halfway to the hole instead of all the way to the hole. Try and get that speed so it settles near the hole.
All right, I'll try my best not to run past. If I can just put it within range of a 2-putt, I'll be super happy. Yep, you were not kidding. It is way faster than it looks.
But on the plus side, it's still dry.
All right, here's yours. Very similar look. I ran past the flagstick. I think I should have listened a little bit more to you when you said it's faster than it looks. So I'll let you go for it.
I'm going to see if I learned anything from your putt.
I gave the secrets away.
You did.
Good speed.
Settle down.
Yep. All right, second putt, I feel a lot better about this one. Still way too far for me to feel great about it, but it looks straight and uphill, so.
It doesn't get much easier than that other than closer. So
Well, don't say that before
just roll
I
it
putt.
right up there. A little more speed.
Oh,
Nicely done, though. I'll give you the rest of that.
I'll take it. Well, yours looks a lot more straightforward than mine. I'll just let you get set up and
Let's see what happens. This probably has a little break to it, but not much.
this is my anxiety zone of putting. Just outside of a gimme, but I miss them.
A lot of people fall into that category. The key is just try and make a solid stroke. No break.
Oh. Okay, we're here at hole 17, another beautiful hole. What can I expect here teeing off?
Well, this hole is one of my favorites just from the standpoint, it's not a terribly long par 4, but it's got a lot of interesting features. It's a fairly straightaway tee shot, fairly level. Once you get out to the landing area, we drop down to the green, and the green has severe slopes around many of the sides. There's just not a lot of places to bail out here, and the green's pretty small as well, but it is, fortunately, about the flattest green on the golf course.
Okay, so that's the good news.
Yes.
Everything else you said before scares me to death, but
You'll be just fine.
all right, well, go for it, and I'll try and keep up.
Down the left. See if I get the kick. Well done.
That is the drive of the season for me. I'll take it. All right, here we are. Tell us about your shot. It looks like it's all downhill.
I'd hoped for a little bit more of a kick to the right to get into the fairway. I'm just off the first cut of the rough. About 85 yards out, it's all downhill. If you can see, it dropped right behind the green, it drops off. To the right, it drops off. Bunker left. Not a lot of places to hit this that are going to be good unless it's on the green. So that's what we're going to try and do. Sit.
Whew.
All right.
That was a good shot.
Thank you.
All right, I can confidently say this might have been the best tee shot of my life.
It's pretty awesome.
I've been going back and forth between putting and chipping. I'm going to chip, kind of a bump and run, and kind of see what happens. Oh. It's the weirdest miss hit ever,
There
but
we
I'm
go.
on the green.
You're putting.
I'm putting. All right, well, you have your birdie putt here. So, what's it looking like to you?
Well, this released a little bit more coming out of the rough than I would have liked, so I've got a pretty lengthy, probably 35-footer here. Little bit of break to the left, pretty flat, not a lot to it. I'm hoping for 2 putts. If one falls in, I'll be extremely happy.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, that was a good putt.
Almost. I'll take it.
Well, I left my second shot a little bit short here, so I've got some work to do, but it looks...
I like your chances. You got a pretty decent run at birdie here. It's just a little uphill the first third and pretty flat the rest of the way. Settle.
a little strong
It was
there.
a good run.
All right, let's see if I can get a long par here.
Nicely done. Nicely
Take
done.
that. Well, it was a fun day on the golf course. Any day on the golf course is a pretty fun day. Thanks for showing us around, and I look forward to coming out here again sometime soon.
It was our pleasure to have you guys today. We picked a gorgeous day, and let's do it again sometime.
Thanks for tuning in, and a special thanks to everyone here at the Dubuque Golf and Country Club. I'll see you next time, off the tee.